Good morning, Yellow Room. So today for vocabulary, our lists look a little bit different. So rather than having our 5 words for our root and our 5 words for our suffix or our affix, we have a root, which is rept, and then we have Latin, Greek, and metric prefixes. So these are kind of math words almost. So let's start by looking at our root. So our root this week is rept, which means to break. So our first word is corrupt. Corrupt. So to corrupt is a verb, means to cause someone or something to become dishonest or immoral, or to cause a change for the worse. Right? For example, some parents fear that violence on television may corrupt children. Our next word is disruptive. Disruptive. So if something is disruptive, that's an adjective, and it's causing something to be unable to continue in a normal way or interrupts the normal progress of an activity. Right? So maybe the dogs barking it's disruptive to you trying to do your work. Our next word is erupt. Erupt. So to erupt is a verb, and there's kind of 2 meanings to erupt. So there's the kind of science-y meaning of erupt, like to send out rocks, ash, and lava in a sudden explosion, like in a volcano. Or to happen or begin suddenly and violently, right? So maybe you erupted in laughter. You suddenly just burst out in laughter. So there's kind of some different meanings with that word. And our next word is interrupt. Interrupt. To interrupt is a verb, means to cause something to stop happening for a time, or to ask questions or say things while someone else is speaking. Right? So maybe you interrupted somebody while they were talking, or an event interrupted, right? Maybe the doorbell rang and it interrupted your conversation. And our last word for our roots is rupture. Rupture. So a rupture is a crack or a break in something, or a break or a tear in part of the body. So something can, like a physical thing can rupture, like a dam can rupture and the water can come out. A balloon can rupture and the air comes out. Or that can happen to parts of your body, right? Sometimes you might hear of an athlete rupturing a tendon, right? The tendon bursts or tears. That is rupture. And then we have our prefixes. So we have Latin, Greek, and metric. So these are all kind of for measurement, or, well, sometimes for measurement, most commonly for measurement, but we'll see them with other words too. So our first one is Latin number prefixes. So we have uni, meaning 1, bi, meaning 2, tri, 3, quad, 4, quint, 5, sex, 6, sept, 7, oct, 8, non, 9, and dec, 10. Right, so if you think of like a unicycle, it's 1 wheel, or a bicycle, 2 wheels, tricycle, 3 wheels, things like that. And then we have Greek prefixes. So we have mono, 1, di, 2, tri, 3, tetra, 4, penta, 5, hex, 6, hept, 7, oct, 8, ene, 9, and des, 10. And finally, we have our metric system. This is the one that we see a lot in math. So we have mega, million, kilo, 1,000, hecto, 100, deca, 10, deci, 10th, centi, 100th, milli, 1,000th, and micro, millionth. So let's take a look at, we're going to look at some different activities because some of these are a little bit different with what we normally do. The activities are a little bit different. So we're going to look at activity B, or activity 3B, so synonyms and antonyms. So we'll read through these and decide if they are synonyms or antonyms. So I want you to go ahead and read through 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, decide if they're synonyms or antonyms, and then you can pop back on to check your answers. Alrighty, so number 6, we have corrupt and honest. Corrupt and honest. Those are antonyms. Number 7, disruptive and unruly. Disruptive and unruly. Those are synonyms. Erupt and explode. Erupt and explode. Those are synonyms. Interrupt, interfere. Interrupt, interfere. Those are synonyms. Rupture, mend. Rupture, mend. Those are antonyms. So then we're going to take a look at, we're only going to look at one of the prefixes together. So we'll look at the Latin prefixes together. So we have, along one side we have the multiple, and along the other side we have kind of the number of sides. And we're looking specifically at Latin prefixes. So we're looking specifically at the Latin numbers. So for single, we have unilateral. So we're adding the prefix to the word lateral, meaning sides. Double, we have bilateral. Triple, trilateral. And then we have our multiples. So we have quadrilateral, quintilateral, it's kind of a harder one to say, and sextilateral. So for our multiples, for 4, we have quadruple. For quint, for 5, we have quintuple. And for number 6, for our 6th multiple, we have sextuple. And then we have 7, 8, 9, and 10 where we have to fill in both. So 7 is sept, so we have septuple and septilateral. 8, we have oct, so octuple and octilateral. 9, we have non. We have nonuple. It's kind of a funky word. And nonilateral. And then for 10, we have dectuple and decilateral or decalateral. Alrighty. So you, for your independent practice, are going to choose 3 other activities. I highly recommend not choosing, say, 3 for the root. I recommend choosing kind of 1, at least 1 in each one. So you can choose 3 other activities to practice for your vocabulary quiz. If you run into any problems or you have any questions, please let me know or let Miss Sally know. We're both here and we are happy to help. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you all tomorrow.